Here's a golden oldie for you. Remember back in 2009, President Obama's then economic advisor, Larry Summers, screen left, was caught sleeping on the job. But sleeping on the job, not keeping him from being considered for a big promotion, perhaps the chief of the Federal Reserve. And on top of that, he thinks cutting spending is a bad idea. Joining us right now is Stuart Varney. Well, that's how you succeed. Just fall asleep in a cabinet meeting.
Let me ask you a question. Are you ready for more of the new normal, that is high unemployment, slow growth, and the handout society? Because the new prominence of Larry Summers, and he has become very prominent very recently, suggests that we've got more of the new normal to come for a long time in the future.
Because Larry Summers really has been, at the beginning of the president's first term, he really, Larry Summers was the architect of digging ourselves out of that hole.
Larry Summers was appointed to be the director of the National Economic Council right at the very beginning of President Obama's first term. He was the architect of tax more, spend more, ignore the debt. That was his policy. That was what was put into place. Now he's coming back into prominence. He's writing editorials in newspapers. He appears before a Senate hearing today. And as you said, he's one of the candidates, a very unlikely candidate, by the way, to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. But he's back in the public eye. And what he's selling, again, is the same old, same old. He doesn't worry about tax increases. He does not like spending cuts. And he does not want rapid deficit reduction. He doesn't want any of that. He wants more of the same. The new normal here for a long time to come.
All right, we've got a quotation of what he has written on the op-ed page of some newspaper. He wrote, the U.S. and other countries will not benefit from further measures directed at rapid deficit reduction. He wants to spend more. Just keep printing and just start blowing it.
Essentially, he wants to keep on spending. He does not like the current round of spending cuts. He wants to restore the spending and actually increase it. That is the man's policy. When he talks about austerity, he's talking about spending cuts. He doesn't mention the tax increases, which are at the heart of what's slowing us down.
His problem was, you know, he is a Keynesian, and that means just get a bunch of money and throw it out there, and it's going to revive the economy. That didn't work with the stimulus because ultimately what they did was they targeted a bunch of industries that didn't work.
Anybody who wants to see America to return to what it ought to be, dynamic, vigorous, 4, 5, 6% growth, low unemployment, get out there and compete. Anybody who wants to see a return to that is going to be dismayed by the rise and prominence of Larry Summers.
All right, it's the new normal every day at 9:20 Eastern Time. Tune in to watch this man, Stuart Varney, over at Varney and Company.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.